his legacy, passing Karl Melone for the second most career points in NBA history in the Lakers' 29-point loss to the Wizards. He now sits just 1,441 points shy of passing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for the most points in NBA history. LeBron took to Instagram to recognize the achievement, saying in part, "I love this game and will do anything for it. I am having a blast." Where's my guy, Kendrick Perkins?
Kendrick Perkins?
Yeah.
What's he doing here?
He always put the smile on my face.
Well, he's not supposed to be here during the NCAA tournament. He's not supposed to be here.
I'm right here.
We're not supposed to be here. He's not supposed to be bothering me on a Monday morning with the NCAA tournament going on.
He's an NBA champion. Have some respect. Kendrick Perkins, is LeBron underappreciated as a scorer? Because this is one impressive milestone.
You know what, Molly? Stephen A. and I talked about this last week, and we talked about LeBron James moving the goalpost, and I had to rethink things. You know what? For a guy that has 36,000 plus points, we don't give him enough credit. You know why? Because we have a preference. It's almost like people who like to drink, okay? Some people like to drink Hennessy. Some people like to drink Ciroc. But the one thing that they both have in common is that they're going to get you drunk. And I think when we look at scoring-wise, we all have preferences, right? We like to see the between the legs, the crossover, the mid-range pull-up. We like to see the turnarounds over both shoulders. We like to see it all. Hell, Karl Melone made a lot of his buckets off the pick and roll. But at the end of the day, they are buckets. And I think we look at LeBron James, because he's a complete basketball player, because he makes guys around him better, that we take for granted his dominance on how he got those buckets in the paint, you know, before he started shooting this three at a high clip. Yes, he may not be the best free throw shooter, but at the end of the day, he still has 36,000 plus points. And by the time he's finished, he will be the all-time leading scorer in NBA history. So, yes, I do think he's underappreciated.
That is ridiculous. But I got to tell you this, man. From now on, I got a new name for Kendrick Perkins.
What?
We gonna call him Uncle Perk. We gonna call him Uncle Perk. Right? He sounds like the uncle at the barbecue, man. He sounds just like the uncle at the barbecue, man. Yeah. I mean, who would come up with that analogy? At the end of the day, you're still gonna get drunk. I mean, that's only Perk. That's only Perk. It's hilarious. It's just hilarious. Let me tell you this, man. I don't think underappreciated should ever be associated with LeBron James. LeBron James is vastly appreciated. I often say we will miss him when he's gone.
Oh, for sure.
And what I really appreciated when he broke the record and he talked about what it meant to him and what have you, he talked about the responsibility of showing up as often as you possibly can. Because I think today's generation of players, and one of the things I'm guarding against and I'm very protective of, is a player feeling the responsibility to show up. That's why you see me going off on so many people this year, because they missing games. You wouldn't hear me doing that if they're playing. There's plenty of brothers that's playing and they got up nights, they got down nights, they struggling, they're exploding, whatever the case may be. And we'll talk about it on a case-by-case basis. But you don't see me living in it, okay? And the reason why is because they show up. That's why, by the way, as an aside, Kendrick Perkins, Karl Anthony Towns, you listening. My brother, I would never call you classless. I said that particular moment was with the whole Russell Westbrook thing, which Kendrick Perkins disagreed with me to some degree about. I said, but only because you are who you are, Karl Anthony Towns. We know how great you are, and I know how great of a person you are. So don't misconstrue what I was saying. I was just talking about that moment for you because more was expected of you. Because not only is he a star player, but he's also there all the time. Karl Anthony Towns don't miss too many games. And so when you look at it from that perspective, you look at the availability that LeBron focused on. I give him all the credit in the world because he's lived by that. He's been a consummate professional. But what I would tell you is that we're addicted to him playing, scoring 25 to 27 a night, KP. The difference is LeBron is a winner. When you got 4 chips, when you go to 8 straight NBA finals, 10 over the course of your career, it's not that it's underappreciated, it's that it's expected. So in other words, okay, so we know. In other words, think about it. When we talk about LeBron on a game-to-game basis, tell me one time that we show up and go like this. Well, he might not. I hope he scores 20 points. I hope he scores
He's the
20.
king.
Who says that?
Yeah.
Right.
We know. I mean, we're surprised if he doesn't. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? It's the other things that come with this game. His passing ability, his decision-making, his leadership, and ultimately wins.
Yep.
That's why. He's not underappreciated. It's just that more than scoring is what's expected of him. There's a difference.
Hey, Big Perk, we're up
And
against it here. Yep.
Okay.
I'll give you
And
the last
Molly,
one. Go
you
ahead,
wasn't
go ahead,
here
Pete.
when
Go ahead.
you wasn't here when we talked about Braun. Listen, Braun, stop with the Instagram post talking about, oh, he's not a scorer, because you're the one that painted the picture
Yes.
years ago and said you didn't want to be labeled as just a scorer. You want to be labeled as a complete basketball player.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what we're giving you credit for. It's not that we're dissing your buckets. It's that you the one that said you wanted to be labeled as a complete player. You said it, not us, not me, not Stephen A., not Molly. You.
One of the great things about Uncle Perk, because that's what we're gonna call it from
Yeah.
now on. Uncle
And
Perk.
In Perkisms.
We're gonna call him Uncle Perk.
Yeah.
He's the uncle at the barbecue.
Yeah,
We're gonna call him
yeah.
Uncle Perk. One of the great things about him is that you'll be hard pressed to find anybody that remembers quotes from players
Yeah.
more than him. Uncle
Interesting.
Perk, remember, when you say something as a player, now, I mean, ain't nobody got my memory, but when you say something as a
You
player,
do have an impressive
when you say
memory.
something as a player,
Yeah.
Uncle Perk gonna catch you.
Yeah.
He gonna remember.
Perk hangs on to that. Hey, Perk, before we let you go, let me just put a bow on this whole segment. I got to say, it doesn't look like you've been having Hennessy or Ciroc. Looking very slim, just like your steam room cardio water. So I see you putting in that work. I see you slimming down.
Yeah, I'm trying
I see you,
Molly.
big fella.
I'm trying.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Molly.
keeping it on the low.
Molly.
Keeping
Yeah.
it on.
Yeah, you look good.
I love my brother Perk.
Yeah.
Ain't no way in hell he ever looked slim.
No, I can tell he lost weight. I can
Put
tell.
on your glasses.
No, I can
me see
tell. His
these glasses.
face is slimmer.
These are Molly's glasses. These
can
are
see it.
Molly's glasses, y'all.
They look good with your suit. They're multi-lens. Don't get dizzy. Watch out. Formerly known as bifocals. All right, we'll leave it there. Anyway, Perk, take it from me. Who cares what he thinks? More First Take coming up. Deshaun Watson is headed to... Would you stop? What does this say about the Browns? What does this say about the NFL as a whole? Mary Kay Cabot will join us, who covers the Browns. Marcus Spears. A lot to get into there. Also, the Rams looking to run it back after locking up their quarterback, Matthew Stafford. Are they the team to beat in the NFC next season? We get into all of it.
The Lakers, why can't they win games when LeBron is playing at the level that he is?
Well, you have to string together stops defensively when you're in this type of situation. And despite the gaudy numbers LeBron has been putting up trying to carry this team and even getting some help a lot of nights, Westbrook has had some really good offensive games as well for all the, all he's gotten this year, the criticism he's gotten. Bottom line,